It's
without any pun intended. That's so harsh.
Yeah, like I don't know what's happening. It's just getting worse and worse and worse. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing as a society, as a people? My gosh.
It is one of the things I'm looking forward to in going away, is just being away from everything. Sounds harsh, but just getting, as I said the other day, getting a real dose of nature. I'm really
Real
looking
dose of
forward to like
yeah,
waking up and just smelling
trees.
nature.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know. I think if someone isn't really aware of their surroundings and how their body, mind, spirit, biochemistry, etc., responds to that, you can just be in that rat race until the day you die. But then I think there are some of us that sort of look at our surroundings and look at the way that we're doing things and go, you know what? Nah, I'm not doing this. Like, I've done it for long enough, and I'm really starting to question my decisions, my motives. Am I growing? Am I any closer to where I wanted to be? All of those things. And if the answer's no, then you do have to make some pretty dramatic changes, or we'll just stay the same.
You do. Like I was even just thinking about the other day how literally in I would say like a 6-year period, I went from just like an average wage, and then kind of just really accelerated my career and was earning like really good money. And I was like, oh, money. And then I started buying things. I ended up buying a car. And like after a while, I was like, I don't even know why I bought this car.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
And ended up selling it because I didn't need it.
You do. You start to question your motives.
And then I got to a stage where I'm just like, I'm not really motivated by, like, I like the idea of having money for security, as in to know I've got nothing to worry about. But
yeah. Food on the table. You've got a family.
And to experience things, but like I don't know, it's just this whole idea of, the rat race and running on this treadmill just to earn money, just to pay this, just to pay that. It's really annoying.
Well, I feel like if I go right back to my first job ever, my first job, and speaking of Shane and Leo, I was living with them when I had my first full-time job.
First real job?
My first real job, I was living with them at the time. And so I was on, I think, $29,000 a year, right? But I had food, I had a roof over my head, I had clothes, I had a car, I had all of those things. All of that was sorted, right? But then it's like, the more money you make, the more ways you find to spend that surplus money.
It's the spending trap.
Yeah, like no one sort of goes, okay, I started off with $29,000. Now I'm making $40,000. I'll save that $11,000 surplus because I've got extra. No, we're going to get a bigger car, and we're going to get more clothes, and we're going to go to the restaurant more, or buy more booze or whatever. Like that, if you don't bring an awareness to your finances, you'll just spend. So are you really making any more money? Are you? I mean, you are, but you're spending it. So what I'm asking is, are you any better off?
Well, no, if you adjust your spending to what you're earning, then you always end up being in the same position of just this neutrality of some kind, where it's not moving forward. You're moving forward in a chain of something, but you're not moving forward in regards to your economic improvement in life. You just increase your borrowing capacity, basically, and that's what people end up doing. And there's no doubt I did this even with this place that I live in now.
Same with this place.
You buy stuff and you're like, didn't really need to go that much, but you kind of just
Well, I mean, think back to the house that you grew up in, or the house that I grew up in. There weren't two toilets. I mean, maybe there was in yours, but there was not two toilets. There wasn't there was no ensuite.
Yeah,
I'm an only child, so yes, I had my own bedroom. Fine, right? But I know plenty of people from our generation who didn't have their own bedroom. Now it's like, okay, everyone has to have their own bedroom. Everyone has to have a toilet and an ensuite and a this and a that. And it's like, well, they don't. We choose to give that to them.
Yeah, we lived in a 3-bedroom.
Fine. Like, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's fine. Like, if you've got the means to do it, it's okay. It's cool. But I'm just saying that it's easy to overextend.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like when we grew up, I think at one stage we were in a 3-bedroom, 1 bathroom. The house was tiny. I mean, it was like tiny. Like I think about it now. Like I reckon my house now is like an apartment, but still bigger than it. I remember it was the 6 of us in 3 bedrooms. So my parents obviously had a bedroom.
Yeah.
Then me and Dave shared a bedroom.
Yep.
And my grandma and Clydie were kind of like in a room.
Yeah.
Until my grandma
guess,
passed, and then
at no point did you sit there and go, I could really do with my own bedroom and an ensuite. Like you just had no grid for that.
We had separate bedrooms for a while. I think it would have been when it was just my parents, me and Dave. But then once my grandma came, that's when it all changed. Grandma, Dad. And then I didn't actually have my own bedroom until I was 14.
Yeah.
Dave would have been 16. That would have been terrible. And share with your little brother. Piss off, leave me alone. Yeah.